Are we live? We're alive!
Yay!
Yay! Hi, everyone. How's it going today? Thank you for joining us at Vancouver by Night. This is our Jasper's Day game stream. Jasper's Game Day charity stream. There we go. I'm Belle Share. I'm going to be the game master for this one shot, and I'm very excited for this. I've been thinking about this all month. And let's just get right to it. Let's start introducing some of our players. We'll start with Jacqueline.
Oh my goodness. Hi everyone. I'm Jacqueline, she, her, and today I'm going to play Daisy Luckyfoot, Herringon Bard, with his amazing yellow instruments and his very cute yellow bow tie. But the best part about my character is our gracious DM allowed me to cast Simulacrum beforehand, and so I have an exact replicate at level 16, not 20 like Daisy is, whose name is Lazy. And the two of them are best friend, brother, duet band. And I'm super excited for that to transpire today.
Love it. I love it. Yes, this is an epic one shot. This is a level 20 one shot. And next we have Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator over at Idle Champions, and today I'm playing Idovan, I am a small kobold, but do not be afraid, for I am going to protect you with my astral arms, which give me lots of reach. I am going to punch all the evildoers in the face, and also help people.
Love it, bringing that chaos energy that every table needs. And next we have Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Today I'll be playing Sassafras. She, her, our gnome swarm keeper ranger. Her chosen swarm is Bat. She loves her little sky puppies, and she wants to protect all of her friends and save the world using the power of friendship and bats.
I love it. So cute. Little gnome. That's great. And we've got Najra next.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I'm playing Kira Cardinal, the Blood Hunter. She's a grandma. She's a widow. She found love again. And she's here to kick some ass. With my wifey.
That's wonderful. And then last but not least, we have Sarah.
Hi, everybody. I am Sarah. I am playing Boxy, the halfling cleric, because I will play all the cleric classes or subclasses. I'm a peace domain cleric this time. And most importantly in my life, I am wifey to Kedark, who is just saved me from my little village and little simple life and has taken me on this grand adventure with her. And what a grand adventure it's going to be, saving everybody from the patriarchy.
Exactly. And this grand band of adventurers have been together since early levels. They have together helped a halfling town, keeping it safe from surrounding monsters that wanted to creep in. They traveled over to the Moonsea Isles where Kedark and Boxy got married, where everyone was able to watch that ceremony and be a part of it before pirates almost interrupted their wedding, and oh no! But it was a beautiful honeymoon afterwards. And they did get a little bit of a honeymoon too before they returned back to the Sword Coast, and where they took on Waterdeep, and they cleaned out some of that underbelly of Waterdeep, straightened it up a little bit before heading further north, where now they find themselves in Neverwinter. Neverwinter is a beautiful city at this point because it is 1451. It is the 15th century in the Forgotten Realms lore. And Neverwinter is standing proud and pretty. Neverwinter is run by the ruling family called the Algondar, and that family has been ruling Neverwinter successfully for decades. They, in their ruling, they rely upon the assistance of a soul that has been willingly trapped inside of a soul gem. That soul is not known who and what it is, only the family knows, and indeed the stone is only known to these adventurers because of their assistance from the advisor. The characters have been working with the Harper faction, which is the Harper faction is the faction that wants an even playing field for all. They believe that information should be equally distributed, that nobility doesn't deserve one thing over another, and so they've been working with the Harpers. And the Alagondar family's advisor is a Harper, and their liaison into Neverwinter. Recently, the Queen, it is currently a matriarchy, has been wooed by a lord who has mysteriously appeared. Folks at first are questioning of how he came to arrive, where he's from, but he very quickly winds up wooing the queen, who was a strong and proud woman, and now seems to be a little bit less than she used to be. Um, this Lord Ashley Delon, has seemed to cast a lull over Neverwinter, where people who once would question such a change in authority are now fine with it. They're good with it. It's peculiar. It's not the way Neverwinter should be. And the characters have been looking into this, and now we find them at the eve of sorry about that. Oops, I closed the window on accident. That's okay. On the eve of a new moon, there is chaos that winds up erupting in the castle. Lord Ashley is gone. The queen is in tears. The gem is gone. The gem has been stolen. It has been taken right from her fingertips, and Laura Delon is nowhere to be found. The characters promptly go to track down this shiesty guy who, showed up, stole a very important gem, ran off. They follow him to Thunder Tree, which is a small town just to the south of Mount Hotenow, which is a tall and proud mountain. And Thunder Tree, it seems it's a peaceful town, a small little lumber town, but beneath it lies a cavern of carefully crafted murals and large rooms standing tall with pillars of dragons standing up proud, holding the town of Thunder Tree above it. This place feels like a cathedral when you're down in here. And you're hot on the trail of Lord Ashley Delon. And then you come to what is clearly a portal that stands within this arch of winged dragons, their wings extended, forming an arch, and there's a bright portal right in the center. And that's where I open it up to the party.
First, shout out to Jay Mischia for a $20 donation.
Hey, Jay, thank you.
Did we see our quarry go into this portal, or is there any other way out of this room?
Sassafras is 99% sure that this is the way that Lord Delon went with her ranger skills.
Well, if Sassafras is sure, then I am sure, and into portal we will go! And I'm going to drop 5 key points to activate all of my astral stuff, which means all of a sudden I've got astral arms, and it's almost like there's a blue shimmer around Idovan. His arms get 5 feet longer as this kind of sheet of dragon armor comes over him and around him, and he goes, "Let's go find him!" And I'm gonna run into the portal.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I am going to place, get out my rapier, place a thumb on the edge, cut myself, and it's gonna start shining with whitish light. And I'm gonna yell, "Idovan, why?" and run behind him.
As they are running away from me, I am casting Emboldening Bond, which will, for 10 minutes, it's like Super Bless. Every bonded creature within 60 feet of each other can roll a d4 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. And then I'm going to reach out for my wife's hands and go, "Darling, I'm right behind you. Here we go." But I only run
Daisy.
15 feet. My speed is very slow. So I'm probably gonna just have to like toddler jump. You know, when like a toddler jumps and the parents like drag them along. That's a lot of what's happening here.
Yes.
All right. Daisy, Lazy, I feel like we need to follow this, even though this does not. I don't know where this leads, but here we go.
I guess. And Daisy and Lazy will like link arms, and like, you know, they're Herringons, so they're like both hopping and running because they have an insane hop at level 20. I
love it.
In after Sassafras.
All right. And all of you hop or jump or throw yourselves into a field of nothing. A field of silver and faint stars. Idovan especially is aware that this is the astral plane that you all have found yourselves in. And for a little bit, your momentum that took you through the portal carries you through. You're surrounded by nothing. There is no ground beneath your feet. There's just nothing.
Well,
Can
this
we
is really
breathe?
pretty.
Move. Can we ambulate it all?
Yeah, so you would all know that in the astral plane, movement is achieved through thought. The thought rules supreme in the astral plane, and your movement is your intelligence score times 3 in the astral plane. So you know you can project yourself forward. And yeah.
I feel like
Boxy?
I'm in math class.
Yeah,
Because I'm raising my hand when I have to start multiplying things. My intelligence is -1.
Your actual score, not
8.
the modifier.
Oh, the 8. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, no, my actual intelligence score is not -1.
So
That
you're
would be spectacular.
Yeah,
Faster
no.
here.
I'm
You get
faster
shot back
here.
out of the portal. Yeah, no.
Right. I'm faster here than on land. As I'm moving forward, I'm just going to go, "Darling, look at how quick I am. This is amazing." And I'm just going to like spin and do some barrel rolls and like truly enjoy myself for a bit. But I'm going to just remind everybody, just remember, stay within kind of a close-ish distance to me. And just that hobbit scaredness takes over, and I just go back into the middle of them and try to keep them around me as much as possible.
Great.
Idovan
Can I
is
have
spinning.
everyone? Oh, yeah.
Idovan is tumbling and spinning because he is expecting to go faster because he's actually slower in the astral plane. So he's trying to go very fast, and then his body gets ahead of his mind, and he starts to spin forward. This is very pretty, but this is not what I was expecting. Oh, does anybody see? I wish my astral arms could be wings. I must go faster. Where is the guy?
Could everyone roll a perception check, please?
Sure.
All right, 19.
I got a
11.
21. Sorry.
Hey,
No, you're good.
Yay.
Dirty 20
Ooh.
for our
Uh,
little ranger girl.
Daisy has an 11 and Lazy has a 15.
Sassafras, and Idovan, I believe. You both got the highest scores. You do see, especially in your twirling, Idovan, you do see that off in the distance there is a hunk of land that's just floating. It's these granite kind of rocks that are fitting over each other and leading off into a larger landmass. And Sassafras, you can see a figure running along those rocks.
Is it our quarry? Does this
It just
look like
might be.
Lord Ashley?
You do see that he is gaudy AF, and his red jacket, you can see those coattails flapping.
I look over at Sassafras. That's him? Do you see? You see?
That looks like our mark. Is Sassafras able to cast locate object on the missing gem now that we're on this plane?
Ooh, absolutely.
All right.
Take a moment to do
So-
that.
So Sassafras is gonna close her eyes and picture in her mind a flight of her precious little sky puppies, her little brown bats, who she loves so much, in her mind, circling up into the sky and dispersing to try and find this gem.
And while you're doing that, Belle, can I just ask, how far away is he from us, approximately?
He is, well, let's see. He is 160 feet away.
Okay.
That's far.
Does Sassafras feel the gem near the gentleman on the landmass?
She sure does. She sure does. It is right there. It is just a beacon, just boop, 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 boop. It's, yeah.
That's it. We've got him. And he's got it.
Well, ladies, for our queen, shall we?
And suddenly you do see him blip. And he, you're a little bit too far away, but he just blips away. He just suddenly disappears.
Sassafras's knowledge.
How long
of the
does
gem.
right? How long does that last? That lasts for a while.
Up to 10 minutes, as long as I keep concentration on it, and when it moves, I sense where it is moving.
That's great. You feel it moving further into the landmass, like along the ground, and he moved 500 feet. You know that he dimension doored.
And I have knowledge of it within 1,000 feet, so I still know it's on the move. Let's get on it.
Let's fly
All right.
that way.
Let's put it forward real fast.
I'm going as fast as I can, which is not
Excellent.
as fast as normal. Oh.
Excellent.
I'm so speedy. Whee!
If everyone could just roll an intelligence check for me, just
Everybody
to see
gets a
how quickly you
D4.
move.
Remember, you
Yes,
get
everyone
D4s for
gets a
stuff
D4.
like this.
Oh, that D4 is going to be helpful, that's for sure. That's a 9 for Idovan.
Yeah, we're rolling so bad.
Dirty 20?
That's
5 total for
great.
sassafras.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. With the D4?
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Oh, bless your heart.
8 for key.
You all are able to chain together, especially with, getting some couple high rolls there. You all are able to chain together and move together as a united front towards this granite pathway. And you start running down the pathway, and the landmass gets wider and wider, and soon all you see is a starry field overhead. It looks like night extreme. Because there's just it is beautiful, but your quarry is ahead of you. Sassafras, you do feel that it hops forward again, and so he is just leaping forward. Soon enough, you all reach this cavern, and I say cavern. I didn't quite mean cavern. It's more like a almost like a Greek theater, like an amphitheater sort of. It's this curved acoustic kind of wall at the back of this, and you can see it lit by a river of lava. And up closer, there is an archway and a bridge, and you see him running towards it.
Now that we're on this... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just going to ask, now that we're on a surface, are we back to being able to use our regular movement as well?
Yes, it's regular now. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because that's 60 feet for me, and that's much better than 42.
Good.
Can I choose to use my astral movement instead?
Unfortunately not.
That's fair.
Once on gravity is, I should have said gravity is functioning normally now.
And is he still kind of 150 feet away from us? I don't see his
he's
his
way
little
up there.
his little doodad.
Yeah, he's
These maps are incredible.
Yeah,
he
super
is 300 feet away from you.
Oh gosh.
Because he did leap forward again.
Okay. I got to get this guy.
So he is way at the end of the map right now.
Okay, so
And you can hear him at a distance chanting, starting to chant.
Can I cast are we rolling initiative? Can I cast a spell?
Would you like to have this be an initiative? Would that make things easier for you all?
I would just rather cast a spell because I'm going to fail my initiative.
Go for it.
If I I would
spell.
like let's, you know what, if we're casting spells, let's start out strong in this epic 20th level game, because I've never played a 20th level character. I'm casting an 8th level spell. We're going with Earthquake.
Okay.
And we are going to mess up his concentration. We're not playing with this now.
Okay. What does he get to?
I'm going to take out
that?
A dex 17. I'm going to take out this little heart-shaped lump of clay that I use as like a fidget that I picked up from the ground from where we did our honeymoon. And I'm just going to like reshape it into a heart over and over. And I'm just going to go, okay, Earth, come on. me and my wifey, we do not need this right now. You did so good for us when we were on our honeymoon. So please, please, please just stay with us and help us now. And also fuck that guy so hard. Okay.
So he needs to make a
Dex
a dex
17
save.
saving throw. Honeymoon powers activate. You're totally right.
He got a 24.
Ugh. And he must, each creature on the ground that is concentrating must also make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, Constitution. What is that one?
I'm just reading. Create a seismic yes,
that's okay.
A Constitution saving throw. Each creature on the ground that is concentrating must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, I think my save DC is 17. Fissures.
He makes that.
Okay. Darn. Okay.
Yeah, he makes that.
You guys.
The ground does tremble. You know, the ground does quake.
Yeah.
And lava does start to spill out of the river and the cauldron that's by him, and a crack does begin to rend in the ground.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh,
Did
no.
not
Well,
think
Don't worry about it. I got
that.
this.
Oh.
I got this. I got this. Don't you worry one moment.
Okay.
And
okay,
Sassafras is going to cast Water Walk on everyone, which also lets you walk on lava.
That is amazing.
I love it.
That's
Amazing.
badass.
Up to
That's
10
amazing.
Up to 10 willing creatures have this ability
Great.
for 1 hour. So everyone can walk
Lovely.
on lava or any other liquid for an hour.
That is amazing. Okay. So his chanting, like he breaks his chant to actually laugh. He knows that you all are there. He knows that you all are coming. And he raises his hands up to the astral sky and continues to just be bellowing out this. What's y'all's languages? Does anyone know?
I
Abyssal.
understand all languages
Yeah.
All languages.
because I'm a monk.
You hear that he is calling to multiverses. How does Idovan understand the multiverse?
Barely.
Barely.
I think he knows that, like, there's other places other than this and that they're weird, but that sounds kind of cool. That's probably
Okay.
the extent of his knowledge.
Okay. So he hears this going on. Might not understand it, but he hears it.
He's
And-
calling out to, like, another place. I don't understand another. Why would you call out to somewhere else? I mean, the Astral Sea is kind of cool enough. Why would you go somewhere else?
It's true.
And all of you can see fine gossamer fine silver threads are starting to come in from nearly every direction, and they are going directly into Lord DeLon.
Oh, don't like that.
Kitter's gonna be like, okay, this is enough. And it's gonna pull up her crossbow. And it's gonna again cut, like, the crossbow has like a needle. And it's gonna cut again her finger. It's gonna cast a ritual in it again. It's gonna be fire. And it's gonna move forward about 30 feet. 45 feet, which is her movement. It's gonna
Nice.
get in her knee, down on her knee, and it's going to fire. Oh gosh, I'm trying to move the token.
If you click on the person and then the box next to the person, that will allow you to move.
Okay.
And you all can take a movement.
And she's gonna just like drop down in one knee, aim at the guy.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. It's a 17 to hit. It's not that good.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Okay. So it's 1d8 plus 1d10 plus 5. So this one's cut. So it's 15 points of damage.
That's that. And so, does that include the fire?
Yeah, that includes the fire.
Okay, your crossbow bolt whizzes through the air over the pool of lava, and it hits home. It buries itself right into the meat of right here. It might have clipped a lung. You're not sure, and it is burning brightly, and it illuminates his face. And as all of these silver points of light are coming into him, a little bit of blood leaks out of his mouth, but he's smiling. And he steps off into the lava with the soul stone in hand.
Real quick, because you said we could take a movement. I was gonna spend
Yep.
a key point to dash and then also use my action to move. I just wanted to, can we do that, or are we just taking movement?
You can take a dash. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, because my movement's 60 feet, so my movement is to there, and then I'm going to dash to there, and then my...
You can use your action to...
Yep,
Yeah.
my action is to move to there,
Dang.
and if you'll, well, he's thrown himself into the lava at this point, but yeah, I am just... Now that my little feet are on the ground, I look at Key Dark and I go, great shot! And then I'm like the Flash.
Wonderful.
That's my wife. Shot him so hard he threw himself into lava. Mission accomplished, ladies. Oh, we should probably try and get that jewel back for the queen, though, I think.
Yeah.
Ladies and sirs.
Yes, I'm going! Here we go!
Yes, go get it. Go get it.
Remember, you can walk on top of that lava.
That... I don't know how he's laughing like that. That's got to hurt in the lungs with the lava and all.
You
Oh
fools.
gosh.
Fool. No, you jumped into the lava.
Where's that voice coming from?
Wait.
I'm gonna...
Is that Daisy
continue
or
to
Lazy?
move my little 15 feet. I'll see you guys in 30 rounds.
Yes, but you have awesome range! As I continue to run.
Oh man. Okay, I've got 3 things going on right here.
Hey, just while Belle is working on those other things, let me say a a dice sheath giveaway is going on in the chat. You can enter ! raffle to do that. Also, somebody, anonymous donor, gave us all a mass bless. I don't know, Belle, if you're going to allow that to stack on top of my emboldening bond here. That's up for you.
Considering some of us are no longer in your 30-foot range, I would love that.
Within 60 feet of another person who's within 60 feet of me. So it's like dancing lights, it's a chain. So as long as somebody's within 60 feet of me and somebody's within 60 feet of them and somebody's within 60 feet of them, I can cast it
Let's
again.
try that again.
Ooh.
Oh, did not like that.
I am the dragon. My name is Ashardalon. You are prey to a great beginning, but you recognize nothing. To me, you are a slug in the sun. You are an ant in the afterbirth. It is your nature to do one thing correctly. Before me, you rightly tremble. But fear is not what you owe me. You owe me all.
You're the 3rd dragon I would have killed this lifetime! Yay!
And
Coming up out of the lava is the largest dragon you've ever seen in your lives. It is wreathed in flames. It is larger than life. When its wings extend, it could cover suns. You see clearly on his chest an imprint where it looks like a demonic figure was strapped to his chest and absorbed through his scales. He raises up tall and he laughs. Roll for initiative.
Yay!
Plus D4.
Scared of my
D4.
dice. Oh no.
Why am I'm running too fast for my own good?
Oh, that's good.
Cleric initiative stays true, friends.
How would you like us to pass along our initiative rolls?
Let me see. Okay, here we go. Let's start with Key.
25.
25.
Yes, wifey.
Yes.
Pick me up and take me with you.
Okay, Daisy.
We'll work on that.
So Daisy and Lazy go together, and so that's
Sure.
a 14.
14. All right. Boxy.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, 7.
Oh, sweetie.
I was so overwhelmed by the beautiful mini pictures that are streaming through the Twitch feed. Holy smokes, Belle. That thing is amazing.
Yeah.
Its
beautiful.
wingspan is over 2 feet.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And Sassafras.
Sassafras got a natural 20
Ooh.
for a total of 33.
Oh my god. Oh
Just,
Oh,
that
That's
makes me feel
amazing.
god.
you started playing the last game.
Yeah. Oh, the kitty, Najra.
Yeah, featuring crazy cats here.
All right. And Sassafras, you're starting us off.
Oh, did you want mine? Sorry.
Oh, so sorry. Yes,
I mean-
Idavan.
It's pretty poor for Idovan. It's an 11 because
11. There
he's
we go.
too busy talking shit back to the dragon.
Wonderful.
he actually stumbled in his 1,800 feet of movement as he's trying to talk shit.
Wonderful. Sassafras.
All right. So we are still quite some distance away from this nonsense, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay. So Sassafras is going to run if she is able to, as close as she can get, and just pick up her own crossbow. Say, I do not like the looks of this one bit, and is just going to, as a just for the sake of it, fire one of her crossbow bolts. And when she does that, one of her members of her swarm holds his little brown bat feet onto it and kind of flaps along with the crossbow as it sails through. And if it hits, it will do extra damage from her little bat friend coming along for the ride. So she will, that's a thing that I roll for. Haha, I forgot how to play Dungeons and Dragons. So she is going to hit with her, or rather roll with her crossbow of warning for a 32 total.
Woohoo.
Will that hit it
Wonderful.
all? All right.
Yes, it will.
Okay, and so will it does it appear to take damage, or it's too big? We really can't quite tell. So this is just going to do 15 points of damage for this first little
right.
hit, and
Great.
yeah, she Sassafras's bats kind of flutter all over her like a little like tornado as she like is continuing to march as fast as her little gnome legs will take her towards this big terrible beast.
Oh, sweetie.
Gosh.
That's great.
All right, I don't like the looks of this, but I think we need to get it down as fast as we can.
Do you get two shots with your crossbow?
Oh, she does. Yes.
Good.
So because she took that attack. Oh, good. Yes, that's the thing that she does. So that's another 32, and she's gonna let her. She is going to do the 8 points of damage plus 5, so 13 points of damage total, and then she is going to allow her swarm to push her an additional 5 feet. And for the next round, she has half cover until the start of her
Great.
next turn.
Wonderful.
Your
Okay,
sky
Key.
puppies just kind of gently push you forward a little bit.
I know. On flappy little leather wings.
There's my little pretties.
All right, Keydark, it's your turn.
Oh gosh. She's gonna say, why is it always guys doing these things? It's gonna move forward her 45 feet again, trying to get closer to the thing. And how far are we? And it's gonna try to shoot it again. I know she's gonna use her bonus action to change the right on her weapon
Ooh.
to holy damage.
Haha.
Because now she knows better. And she's gonna attack the thing. So, it's a 14, 25. 25.
25 hits.
It's gonna do some damage. So it's only 10 points of damage. But she's gonna
Okay.
brand it. And he now has the brand of castigation on it.
Oh. And what does that
So,
do?
If it attacks, and if it makes any damage to anyone in my party, 5 feet away from me, it takes 6 points of psychic damage, which is not that much. But if they try to teleport or change planes, they have to make a Wisdom 17 saving throw to be able to do it and take 46 psychic damage.
That's amazing. That's
can't be.
amazing. That's
Love
great.
it.
Okay. And now it is a Chardalon's turn.
You fools. I have waited in the astral plane for aeons. I will not let you stop me.
Is it coming for us?
He's coming for you. Yeah, he comes 60 feet forward, right into Idavon's face.
Yes,
And-
come closer, your face than my face. We will be together and I will punch you with the power of this plane that I really like.
And he, like, this energy begins to grow in the center of him, and it winds up coming out almost like a nova burst, and it radiates out 60 feet around him. And I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Or it's everyone within 60 feet, which includes Key. Oh, it's just Key. Never mind.
And you get a
Oh.
D4.
I need to save?
Oh, and Idovan. Is Idovan there?
Yep.
No,
Oh,
where's-
yeah. I'm right in
Yeah,
front.
Idovan, it's in
Oh,
space.
He's way down there. Never mind. I'm sorry. Yes, Idovan. Sorry. Make a dexterity check, please.
And
Save and throw.
Sassafras, I think.
I got a 23. Does that save?
23 does
out of
not
it.
save. It
Okay,
does
I'm gonna
not.
Ooh.
I'm gonna spend a key point, and I'm
Okay.
gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Because if I fail a save, I can do that. I can do that once. So let's see if I can do better. Oh, maybe I can't. Okay, so I still don't save. However, since this is something that caused me to make a dexterity saving throw, I'm still only going to take half damage because I have evasion.
Okay, great. You would have taken 22 damage, so please take 11.
Take 11. What kind of damage is this?
It is fire damage.
Ooh, I have a reaction.
It's like a good.
So it's not deflect missiles. When I take elemental damage, I can grab it and be like, nope. This is the moment I've been waiting for, and now I can't find the thing. Dodge, disengage.
Just in case the dragon takes extra 7 damage, because level 20 character who it is. I forgot to add one of my features.
Oh, wonderful. Yep.
Select energy. When you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to deflect it. When you do so, the damage you take is reduced by 1d10 plus 5.
Ooh.
So I'm going to use my reaction to do that. So,
Okay.
I'm not going to take any damage. It's going to wash over me. I'm going to do some tumbling. I'm going to grab some of that fire because I have met dragons before. Your fire is not that
Oh,
impressive.
yeah.
And there's a moment where it seems like some of my scales are burned, and then, nah, it's fine. Totally fine.
Yeah. All right. So that he looks down upon you, like disgusted that nothing happened, and he winds up whipping his tail at you.
Okay, he has disadvantage on this attack.
Wonderful. And your AC is
22.
22. That's great. Okay, that's 28 to hit.
That's what it said. Even with disadvantage, drat.
Yeah, he's got a big to hit. He's got a plus 18 to hit.
That's fair. That's fair.
So you take 19 points of damage
Okay.
as this thick, muscly tail just whips out at Idovan. And that's his turn. Daisy and Lazy, it's your turn.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna move forward together. I think that worked. Okay. How do you want to do distances? Because it's so large, like to the
To the start of him.
start. Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
for me, it's 85. All right. This is scary.
But exhilarating.
Oh man, I know. They're gonna do a duo bardic inspiration duet together, where they both have instruments and they do like this cute little dance. They don't sing, but that they really like to play instruments. And we're gonna, I think Edovan is right outside my range for bardic inspiration. Yeah. So I guess Sassafras and Key, each of you have a bardic inspiration, one from each Daisy Lazy. And that is I guess it might depend on which one gives it to you. Oh, it's a 1d12
Wow.
bardic inspiration.
Love it.
And you have it for 10 minutes, and you can use it on an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw at any time. And they can't stack, so I just have to keep track of who has what. And then Daisy's gonna go all out, pulling out, he's got his harp on him, and he's gonna cast a good 6th level chain lightning. So
Ooh-hoo!
I need this crazy thing, to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Wonderful. Okay. He got a 24.
That's fine. He saves, but he gets half.
Oh, good. Okay.
So it's 22 lightning damage.
Okay. Is that already halved?
Yes, that's already half
Okay,
for you.
wonderful.
Yeah, it was 44 on the die.
44. Okay, great. Yeah, and Lazy can keep that up.
And-
Amidst all of this sound of like earth still rumbling a little from the earthquake spell, and the burbling of lava, you hear this beautiful harp music just ringing out to all of your ears, and just then, boom! Lightning just strikes down out of the astral sky. And is that your turn?
So Lazy still has an action.
Oh, good.
Yes, they both have actions and reactions. And we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I hope this works. Wall of Force.
Ooh, all right.
And let me see. It's I can form it into a hemispherical dome or a sphere. Radius is 10
Okay.
feet. How? I mean, it's super fucking big. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, it's gigantic.
He's 7 by 7.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's so large. I guess we'll go with a wall.
A wall.
Right in front of it.
Okay.
Nothing. Yeah, like nothing can pass through this wall.
And how far is the wall?
Oh goodness. 10 inch must be. Okay, the wall is a fourth of an inch thick, and it is up to 10-foot panels. I don't know if that means I can like shape it into, like, if I have 10 of them and I can stack them on top of each other.
Right. We'll say you have 10
If I have
10 squares worth of wall?
It's 10 foot by 10 foot panels. I don't know if that means I can stack them on
Wow.
top of each other.
I would
I
imagine
don't know.
so.
That would be your call. I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine so. What kind of like card house do you want to build here?
Yeah, I'm thinking like directly in front. Probably 5 by 2. So that would
5
be
by 2.
10 by 4, which is going to be 40 by 20 feet. That was a lot of math in my head.
That was
40
an
by
impressive
20 feet.
math.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Directly in front, so we can so we as a group can kind of like figure out our movements and where we want to go.
20. Okay, so there. That's where the wall is. And it is tall, right?
Yeah,
Taller
it's
rather
40.
than wider.
It's 40 feet long and
Oh, okay.
20 feet tall.
Okay. So you can see him over the. Well, is the wall see-through? Probably.
Yes,
It's just
it
force.
is.
Yeah.
It's just a forest wall. You can see him.
Right. You can definitely see him.
Is it a physical wall that we can run on, or is it just power?
So nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by dispel magic. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly. It basically is a wall that extends into the ethereal plane, blocking any travel.
Very cool.
But
Yeah.
can you use it? If someone could run on it, can it be run on a bowl?
I guess that's the DM's discretion.
Why
You
not?
can't pass through it.
Why
so you
not?
probably
Yeah, you can go up and over or around or do some parkour sort of ability if you'd like.
Cool motion.
And is that your turn, Jacqueline?
finally, yes.
Okay, Idovan.
So Idovan had put himself into ready stance, so excited, face right there, 10-foot reach, punch in face, oh, wall of force, and looks back at friends and realizes all of his friends are like 60, 90, 100 feet away, and goes, bring dragon to you? He sees the thumbs up from Boxy. I would
A
like...
very, very small, tiny little voice, like, yes, please.
Awesome. So, as part of my awesome monk stuff, I can walk on vertical surfaces. I can
Sure
just
can.
do that. I
Yeah.
would like to run up the wall, get to the top of the wall, make an incredibly rude, draconic gesture at the dragon that probably includes and then spend a key point and disengage, and I will use all my movement and my action, my bonus action, to go back to my friends. So we'll say, how tall was the wall again?
20.
Okay, so yeah, 20, 30 to get back down, 40, 50, 60. So my movement after I run up and do all of that will get me to there, and then I will I don't want to.
Monks are great.
Monks are so much fun. They're ridiculous in all the best ways. I don't want to go behind my friends, so I'll move back to there. And then yeah, I would like to. I guess the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my attack for when the dragon gets close enough that I can attack.
Okay.
Because that's my
Wonderful.
movement, and that's because I didn't move that far. That's it. That's all I need to do. So I still have my action. So I'm just going to hold my action until this dragon gets within. And because I have range with my astral arms, 10 feet.
Oh, great. Okay, 10-foot reach. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And
Tiny little
Boxy.
kobold, 10-foot
Tiny
reach.
little. Whoa! It's like Mr.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's great. And
First,
Boxy.
congratulations to Singlis, who won the Dogmite Dice Sheath in the chat.
Ooh,
We are
very
only
cool.
$20 away from our next giveaway, so which is another Dogmite Dice Sheath. So
Thank you for staying on top of that, Sarah.
I'm doing mod duty here. Okay, let's see. Boxy is up, and this tiny little halfling is going to run her full 15 feet. Shoot. I might just have to use, oh, what a boring turn. That's okay. I'm just gonna keep on running, and I'm gonna use that as my action as well. And let's see, what can I do for a bonus action? I can do, is there anybody within 30 feet of me? Where's my ruler?
I think I am.
My wifey. I will cast Sanctuary on my wifey. And I'll just stay, darling, remember we have those reservations back in Neverwinter tomorrow for our anniversary, so don't get hurt. And I'll cast Sanctuary on her.
Boxy, do you have 25 feet of movement or only
I
15?
do not. I have 15
You don't only have
feet. I
15.
think because of my armor,
Oh,
I think I only
goodness.
get 15 feet.
And your strength. Okay.
And my strength. My strength is 12, but yeah, I only get 15 feet.
Sweetie.
My little halfling legs are just booking it, and that's okay. That's
Okay.
life. Sometimes. I'm
Wonderful.
not eager to get near that dragon. That's
And
why
when
I
you cast
travel with you.
Sanctuary, what does it look like?
My Sanctuary, I mean, I feel like we have to stay on theme here. And my Sanctuary, as I pull out a small silver mirror that was like a compact, it was the first gift that Key ever got me when we started dating. And I just hold it up, and there's like this little like tattered illustration of her that when we were on like our beach honeymoon, we got like a caricature done. And I just like give it a little kiss, and then I cast Sanctuary, and it's like the shape of a big heart. And writing comes up that just says, fuck the patriarchy.
Love it. Love that energy. So yeah, Key, you have Sanctuary now. And Boxy, is that your turn?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Oh no, that's fine. Top of the round, Sassafras. And then Key is after.
All right. So Sassafras is gonna say, "Ooh, looks like we're gonna need a little bit more than what I had was planning on using." And she is gonna scamper over to like behind this planter, so she has a little bit of cover, and she is going to cast Hail of Thorns at 4th level.
Ah, wonderful.
And then is going to use her sharpshooter feat to once again shoot at the dragon. So this is going to be +9 with sharpshooter, but I have my D4 permabless, correct?
Yes.
Dope. Okay. So this is 20 to hit.
That does not hit.
20 does not hit? That is malarkey. Okay, so that was her first roll. And then she
Okay.
will attempt to hit again at and this time I will use that inspiration because I did not before.
A DM, just curious.
Yes.
Is the head of the dragon above the wall of force?
Yes.
Okay. Because nothing can pass through the wall of force, just as long as the head's above them.
So I rolled a natural 20.
Yay! Boo 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 boo. So
Right.
natural 20s, I usually like to do the first roll that you would make is the full dice amount, and then you can roll the 2nd dice amount.
Okay. So that would be I'm doing math real quick. So that would be the full dice amount would be 56 points of damage because I had hit that with sharpshooter. So that is before I hit it with, or pardon
Your
me,
Hail of
I had
Thorns.
cast my Hail of Thorns. So
Right.
now I will roll for the actual damage. So 56 plus, and then it was my little bat came along for the ride as well. So the rolled damage is 48 plus 2d8 plus 4. D10 is
my gosh.
28. 28 plus 15 plus 56.
That is beautiful.
Don't do
That
math.
is amazing.
Don't do math good and
Beautiful.
quick.
Yeah, hold on. Let's just 56.
56, 28, and 15.
That is 99 damage.
Okay.
That is 99.
Done 99
Damage.
damage, and this dragon ain't done.
Right.
The Hail of Thorns.
It's true.
The Hail of Thorns looks like a like instead of Sharknado, it is Batnado. So it is spectral bats in a whirlwind just barraging this giant dragon.
Ah,
Get them off of me!
I love it so much.
And Biscatine is. I'm sorry. Our friend Sassafras has, I think, finished her. Yeah, I think she's good there.
okay. Wonderful. Awesome turn, Sassafras. Key Dark, it is your turn.
Okay, so I am going to look at Lazy and be like, Lazy, I love you, but you need to hide. Knowing that he has like let his hit points and can't be healed. And I'm gonna move towards. Okay, wait. New software for this. I'm gonna move towards the side. I'm gonna figure it out in a bit. And I'm going to hold a bonus action, which is my Blood Curse of Binding. So whenever the
Ooh.
dragon either flies or gets closer and crosses the river of lava, I am going to
Yes.
cast it.
Wonderful. Okay. And then anything else that you can do in your turn? Like your regular action?
No, I'm gonna wait to see what the
You're gonna
dragon does.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna move to this side to kind of open the field, and whenever it crosses the river lava, either walking or flying, I'm gonna cast it.
Okay. And then, so yes, it is a Chardalon's turn, and he has been looking over this wall, and all these bats are coming at him, and he scatters the bats with just one huge sweep of his wings, and he takes it upon himself with this wall in front of him to raise up into the sky. A couple huge, and it feels like a furnace just blasting hot air into your face as he raises up into the sky. And he's not lifting more than 30 feet up, but it's enough to just come over the wall. Oops, I'm still drawing. Okay. So he comes forward, and he does come to pass this lava. So, Key, what happens?
Okay, this is probably not gonna work, but we're gonna try. He needs to make a strength saving throw with a DC 17, or his speed gets reduced to 0, cannot take reactions, and drops to the floor.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
The dragons are strong, so the
Yeah, but that's gonna be super cool if it happens. Like, that is
Yeah.
really nice. That's worth a try.
I only got a 14.
okay.
That's my wife. That's my wife. Do you all see that? That's her.
This lasts for 1 minute. He can re-roll at the end of each of his turns.
Okay.
But when he gets to the river of lava, it drops to the floor, to the ground in front of Idavan.
And
Okay,
then,
Idovan, can I get you to do a dex saving throw?
oh sure. Although he's come within my range, so I'm
Sure.
gonna.
Yep, absolutely. He definitely will. You do need to dodge his body coming down on you.
22.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Now slap his face.
And
See
then what
this-
do you do, Idovan?
Oh, I've been holding my action for this. I look back at Keydark, and I as I roll out of the way and pop up, I come up facing Keydark, thumbs up. My astral arms, thumbs up. You get 4 thumbs up from me as then I turn, and all 3 of my attacks are going into Dragon Face.
Yes.
I rolled already. I
Okay,
guess a
great.
19 misses,
19 misses.
but I got
will
a 20.
say, I'll just say right out 22. 22 is what you're aiming for.
Awesome, because my next 2 hits were a 25 and a 25. So I got
Wonderful.
2 hits in. All right, so hit number 1, and then the gloves that are on my arms glow and my astral arms glow as when I hit things, I happen to do a lot of bonus stuff.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do, that's another 3 on there. So my first hit is gonna do 24 force damage.
Wonderful.
And my second hit is gonna do 16 force damage.
Okay.
Because I hit it with one of my attacks, I get to choose what I do with some of that force damage, specifically the 9 that I just did. I regain hit points equal to
Ooh.
the amount that I just gave. So you see some of those wounds close up. The
Excellent.
other one, I'm going to give it a try. Actually, I don't have to do anything. So the first hit, I regain health back. The second hit, I'm going to give myself advantage on my next attack roll.
Wonderful.
Because my gloves just let me do that. And I'm done.
Okay.
Edavon,
So
how hurt are you looking, little buddy?
I'm at 193 of 203. I'm fine.
Okay.
But thank you for asking.
And just while Belle is looking at it, another anonymous donation put us to our next giveaway. So it has just started in chat. Hit !raffle to enter a ticket for a Dogmite dice sheath. Our next set of milestones is gift cards, $100 Dogmite gift cards. So big day. Thank you. Continue to donate to this amazing Jasper's Game Day charity stream.
Okay, so yes, he fell, but it is still his turn. So in a gout of just a gout of flame just pours from his mouth right down upon Idovan and Lazy, Daisy, and Boxy. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
And while they are rolling those, I have to correct myself. I said at the next, at 700, it was a gift card. It's not. It's at 800, it's a gift card. At 700, we still have another dice sheath to give away. Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
!raffle. Still donate to Jasper's.
Okay.
So what have we got?
All the donations. Also, I got 31.
Ooh, that's great.
26.
26, okay.
So
18
Lazy,
for sassafras.
Okay.
Lazy is a 21. Daisy rolled a 1, but he's within Boxy's circle, right? I can re-roll that.
Yes. As
Yes.
long as you're within
Okay.
30 feet of me. Yeah.
So then Daisy's is a 17.
I'm sorry, what was that number?
Daisy's a 17.
17.
And sorry, what were we rolling? Because I just saw that I'm in the cone.
Dexterity saving throw.
18, 22, 23.
Okay. Idovan made it.
Which means I take no
No.
damage.
You take no damage.
I jump onto his snout as he comes down to breathe,
my
and I jump on
goodness.
his snout, and I'm looking at his
Yeah.
eyes going, you might as well just give up now. There is nothing that you can do.
He is so frustrated with you. Everyone else takes 78 damage.
So I have to RP this. I apologize.
Yep.
So as it's fire, right?
It's fire.
Okay, as the fire comes and like washes over Daisy and Lazy, as it like dissipates behind, you can see Daisy like holding Lazy's body as Lazy slowly starts to crumble back into snow. And Daisy, so you could just see the tears like rolling out of his eyes as his best friend dies in front of him, and the wall of force goes away.
Dang.
And the joy in Idovan's eyes tempers a bit, and he looks back at the dragon and says, and you will be next.
And
You
with
said
that,
that was 74 damage. Sorry,
78.
78. Okay.
Yes. And with that, we're going to take a short break.
Lazy.
Lazy, no.
Yeah. Let's get an F in chat for Lazy, please. Folks, we'll be right back in 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and joining us. And please feel free to check out our Jasper's game day donation link or share it around. Anything you can do. Be back soon. back! Yay! Welcome back to Vancouver by Nights, Jasper's Game Day charity stream, and our players are right in the middle of a fight with a great worm red dragon. This
he's
great
not that
worm.
great.
He's pretty great though. He just absorbed all of the souls of himself from other multiverses to become what he is now.
Yeah, but
And
if you
they're
are
right
a
in the thick
lame
of it.
dragon and you absorb other lame dragons, aren't you just lame squared? That's just
Yes.
math.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Basic-
That's Idovan's
basic
math. Basic.
It's it all on math.
How many,
That's wonderful.
how many
So let's
points
get
of
right back
fire
into it,
damage?
right? Oh
Yes.
yeah.
How many
What was
points of
that,
fire
Saskia?
damage did we just take?
You just took
78.
78 points of fire damage as he
Sas-
expelled his breath weapon at you.
Sassafras
And-
is going to take half of that. She can decide to be resistant to that kind of damage for the round. So
Was
instead
Sass-
she will take.
Was Sass
Sass
in the
failed.
ring? Was
That's-
Sass in the cone?
No, Sassafras wasn't. Neither Sassafras
No, Sass
nor
didn't take the
Key.
damage.
Oh, I thought I was
No,
injured. I will take that
yeah.
back.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I should have caught that.
That's
Thank
still
you,
a really
Sarah.
cool ability, though. Just be
Oh,
like,
the cleric.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yes.
Leave it to the
This was the
cleric
cone.
to be like, no. I only have so many heals. I'm keeping on track of this.
And unfortunately, in the inferno that ensued, Daisy and Lazy were right in the path of it, and Daisy's simulacrum, Lazy, took the brunt of it and is currently falling apart in Daisy's hands. Charlatan looks up at the two rabbits and gives a big throaty laugh. And now it's your turn, Daisy.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so he's like on his knees with his, best friend falling apart in front of him, and he just he sheds a tear and he shakes his head, and just this rage. Barbarian-like rage comes over him, and he stands up, fixes his bow tie, and he's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on this asshole at 5th level.
Yes.
So, let me see. You need to make a Wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. That is a 21.
So I'm gonna use my lucky feat.
Okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna expend a point.
Yeah.
I roll a d20, and then I can choose which one to use.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. Does the bonuses of your roll count to both d20s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to make this guy fail. I rolled a 9.
So that is his new saving throw?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
I guess I don't know. Do I know what your d20 was? Because it says I choose which die to use. I don't know.
So it's like rolling at disadvantage, and you the number that Belle rolled plus and the other
I rolled an
roll-
8.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it would be the 8.
Okay.
Oh no, we lost Lauren. Oh,
Just lost.
we're going to. I think the layout probably got changed there. We're just going to go into break, really quick and see if Lauren can come back. Okay, so be right back, folks.
Be right back.
Okay, I think we're back. Okay, yay, we're back. We've got Lauren back. Yay.
Sorry.
And it was no, that's okay. Tech happens. And it's still Daisy's turn. Daisy was doing dissonant whispers on the great worm.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter which role I choose. It still is gonna pass, whether I choose the 9 or not.
Yeah.
It does succeed, but takes 10 psychic damage
Nice.
from that. And then he will give Key a new bardic inspiration that would have came from Lazy that has now disappeared because Lazy is dead. So just keep in mind, Sassafras still has one, and Key has one, and it's a 1d12.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. And it is Idovan's turn. Let me see.
Dragon's still right in front of me?
Dragon's still right in front of you.
Then I'm going to punch in face more and be extra angry because that you killed my friend's friend. You killed
Most
him.
excellent.
First hit, I'm going to use my advantage. Got a natural 20. So let me roll that damage first. So that's going to be 10 plus. Normally I would do 3d10, except. Oh wait, because you said it's the full amount of one amount of dice, and then
Yes.
So it's 30.
Okay.
And then roll the
plus
second one.
3d10.
Okay, so it would be it would be 15
Okay.
for the actual punching, plus another 12, because 15 would have been the max amount plus the 12,
Yep.
plus 30. All this is force damage, plus
Great.
another 26. So he
Another
just
26?
winds up like the Hulk and right into the left eye of this thing. I just drive my fist.
That is 83 damage.
Yeah, and that was my first hit, and I got 2 more, and because I hit him,
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna give myself advantage on my second hit. Because my
Monks.
gloves are awesome. However, I don't think I'm actually gonna hit even with advantage, because that's a 19. So yeah, I'm a little off kilter as I went to go slam in, got that epic hit. And so third hit, and the third hit is also not gonna hit. Wow, so I got 1 epic hit, and the other 2 are gonna fail.
Oh.
I will, just for fun, just to give it a try. Are there any of my allies, are they within 10 feet of me? Probably not, but I'll ask.
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
unfortunately not.
All right, then I'm going to use a key point, and that first hit, I'm gonna try to stunning strike. This thing needs to make a Constitution saving throw DC 19.
He makes it.
Yeah, it's worth a try. Okay. I'm going to stay in their face.
Good.
My cloak activates again, so I once again have all attacks on me have disadvantage, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Excellent. Most excellent. Okay. And that is Idovan's turn. And Boxy, it is your turn. And Sassafras, you're right after.
When I'm casting spiritual weapon for the first time, it's
Yes.
just a bonus action to cast it, right?
Correct.
Or okay.
And it can attack right away. If it's
Yep.
And it can attack right away.
Correct.
Okay. And is this beastie? Oh yeah, right at 60 feet. I am going to cast a spiritual weapon at 6th level.
Ooh,
right
Gotta love
kind
the high
of-
level spells.
Right at next to Idavan. And
Okay.
my spiritual weapon, after traveling with my people for so long, actually just looks like Idavan's chaos face. So the dragon just sees one Idavon in front of each eye, basically, is what's going on right now. And the chaos spiritual Idavon weapon is just going to like bite the dragon's ear and just hold on and shake like a little terrier.
I love it. Roll for damage.
I am so happy my spiritual friend is here. Yay!
Come on. I've never
Rolled a hit, yeah.
I have never hit with a spiritual weapon in 3 years of playing D&D. I've never had a spiritual weapon hit. So
You got this.
this is not gonna do it. 9 plus 11 is 20, and I only rolled a 1.
Oh.
21.
It's so close.
So close. But
The weapon continues to elude me.
Yeah, that spiritual weapon just clings on for dear life, and is he's got his teeth in it.
Okay, so then for my action, I don't really think I can do very much. Can I use my divine intervention as my action?
Why not? Absolutely. Why not?
I really want Lazy back.
You don't have to roll. It happens.
Yeah,
At
level
level
20.
20?
At
Does
level
it really?
20,
It just happens.
Read it.
happens.
It just
It
happens.
does.
I
Who's your
run
god?
Astana, the goddess of the harvest and of kindness and of love.
Oh my goodness. You reach out to your goddess, you close your eyes, you focus on your holy symbol, and you feel immediately you feel the warmth of your goddess. It feels like a wonderful summer day that's not too hot, a little crisp wind through the hair, and your hair does actually flutter, and you can feel her bountiful energy fill you. And as you direct that energy towards Lazy's snow-made body begins to reform itself. It begins to come back together with this warm golden glow. This like golden harvest kind of glow is coming from Lazy, and he takes in a breath and he opens his eyes and he says, "Hi Daisy, what did I miss?"
Daisy? What? And Daisy looks incredibly confused.
Just in the theme because they're bards. Boxy, after learning so much from them over the years, is just going to sing like, "All you need is love, bum ba da ba da bum. All you need is love."
Daisy, you look behind you, and Boxy, her red hair is glowing like an autumn sunset, and you know that this is where it came from.
He looks very excited.
Oh, good. Okay, Boxy, is that your turn?
Yeah. Oh, that was a hell of a turn. I am very
great.
satisfied with that.
Wonderful. Sassafras.
Right. So our Miss Sassy, having seen the remarkable resurrection of our dear friend Lazy. He's not just your friend, Daisy. He's our friend too. We love him. She is going to, with her Hail of Thorns still intact, take another hit at this dragon who tried to take away her friend. Lazy, and this is going to be at sharpshooter as well. So this will be plus 9 to hit this one. Oh, and I am
Wonderful.
within the range
And
of...
you do have it at roll at advantage. Idovan is wreaking havoc on this dragon's head, so he's definitely distracted.
Okay, so 18 plus 9 is
Oh,
Plus
yeah.
4.
numbers
Plus
27. Plus, yes. That I was adding in a 1 there that I had rolled. Okay, so we are at 4d10 for my Hail of Thorns. Again, a barrage of squeaking, sweet little potato. That's not what I wanted to do with my roll. A barrage of sweet, squeaking little potatoes rain down on the dragon as he is breathing out his fire there. So he is going to take the dice damage. Ooh, there's a lot of ones in that dice. I did not like that one bit. 21 plus 15, so 36. And
Nice.
he needs to make a DC 19 strength saving throw, or be knocked prone and pushed 15 feet in any direction that I choose.
He's gonna use a legendary resistance.
All right, so he takes that damage for Sassafras's first hit, and then we will shoot him again. This battle will not stay down, and she is still with that D4. So we will try our first one. Oh my goodness, 14 plus 9, so that will be 23. Does 23 hit? Yes, I'm sure it does.
23 does
hit.
hit.
The last time.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And so we will. The dice damage there is 20 on 20 plus. I can't do sharpshooter twice in a row, can I? I can only do it on the
just
first
once
hit,
per
right?
turn.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so this will be 25 points of damage, and again he.
Oh my gosh.
I think I can push him again. If I wanted to. For that DC 19 strength saving throw he has to make.
He's gonna use another legendary resistance. You're just ticking him
All right,
off.
I'm happy he can.
Yeah.
He can waste those not getting pushed by our sweet little gnome lady. And I like where I am behind this kind of pillar plinth looking thing. So we are all good.
Okay. Wow. So he's actually going to use a legendary action. He's going to beat his wings, and each creature within 30 feet of it, which would be, let's see, Sassafras, Daisy, and Lazy, and is Boxy there too? No, Boxy's way out of the way, but Key and Idovan. Boxy is the only one who's safe. So everyone please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. You get a +4 to this. And congratulations to Senora Geek, who just won a Dogmite Dice Sheath. Our next giveaway
congratulations.
is at 700, and there's one more dice sheath to give away.
700 or 800?
We're at 600 right now. 100 more gets us to 700. At 800, the $100 gift cards start.
Wonderful. Okay, so dex saving throws. Daisy, Lazy?
Sorry, DM question.
Yes.
Is Lazy back at full health or?
Yes.
Okay. Let me. Okay, I think I did that correctly. Okay, so Daisy was a 17 and Lazy was an 18.
Plus
Okay.
D4?
Plus D4. Yep.
Okay, Sassafras?
19 total.
Okay, Key?
35.
And
That's
Idovan.
right.
31.
Oh, congrats. Oh, wow. You guys are great. Okay, so everyone who beneath a 26 takes 17 points of damage, and you are knocked prone. And then he flies 30 feet up into the air again.
Oh gosh.
But he leaves my range, and so I get an attack of opportunity on him, right?
Are you clinging on to him? Like, is Idovan clinging on?
Could I be allowed to? Because,
I mean, roll an athletics check.
okay. Athletics? It wouldn't be acrobatics? It wouldn't be me, like, parkouring onto his head and then...
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Plus D4.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wow, I rolled like crap. Oh, no. 13, 14, that's only a 16.
You're clinging on, but I don't think you could knock him. Like, it's either one or
Well-
the other.
Okay, if I can't cling on to him, then yeah, I would get an attack of opportunity because he leaves my
Sure.
range. Okay,
Absolutely.
I'll take that, I'll take that.
Okay.
So, Astral Arms plus... it's only a 19. Shoot.
Nope.
Idovon has the moment where he's like, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? And then he just misses everything. This is what I get for thinking in the middle of battle. Ah!
Key, it's your
Thinking
turn.
bad. Okay. So he spent 2 legendary resistances.
Yes.
He
He
goes straight up.
Yes, he does. 30 feet in the air.
Okay. Let's try this again. Like the blood, like from her fingers, from Key's fingers. So threads of blood start coming out and start reaching to the dragon and kind of
Yeah.
like extending with an immense amount of blood that it's coming from her. And she's gonna try to drop him again, so he needs to do a strength saving throw of 17.
Legendary resistance.
Yeah, I thought so. So at least he spent 3. And since that doesn't work, gosh. She is going to see, he does a lot of area stuff. How tall is like the wall across the lava pit? Like, is it taller or is it just like a straight jump to cross the lava pit?
It's a straight jump.
Okay, so she's gonna move her.
And only 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, she's gonna move her 45 feet.
Yep.
All the way here to try to like spread the group.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold my action until he's in reach. Again.
Okay. Great. And so it is his turn. And he's gonna fly over all of your heads.
Oh gosh.
Oops.
Oh no. No.
Belle, I have a question because I've never had Warcaster as a feat before.
Yes.
Because I can use my reaction to, it's an opportunity attack, I can cast a spell? Or is it just as a reaction I can cast a spell?
Go for it.
Warcasters.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I very much would like to
Absolutely.
hurt him in some way. And does it have to be, I've never used it well, I've never had it. Is it like there's a certain level of spell that I can use or
Nope.
giver?
Nope. Yeah.
Anything.
All right. Well, then let's try a 4th level guiding bolt again, I guess.
Okay.
Come on, guiding bolt. You have to work. Just statistically, you have to work at some point. No.
No.
No. 10.
Good try, though. That was a good idea.
Good try.
19.
Yeah.
Stupid.
He turns himself around. I'm not quite sure how to turn something around in Foundry. He turns around and he regards you all, brimming with confidence, oozing with just absolutely full of himself.
Big dragon got to run away from little kobold. Eh? Ah!
And what he does is he creates, he brings his paws together and spreads them out, and 4 lances of fire are created, and he sends them out. One for Boxy, one for Daisy, one for Lazy, one for Sassafras.
My taunting doesn't mean he sends one towards me instead.
Where are you, Idavan? You're way back there.
Yeah, but
Dear wife,
Yeah.
remind me, I can teleport 60 feet to exchange damage with someone, right?
You absolutely can.
So I'm gonna use my reaction to change places or jump towards. I don't know if it's jump towards or change places.
For my thing that I can do,
Yeah.
it is called protective bond. If somebody else is attacked, you can teleport to them if they're within 60 feet of you and soak up the damage instead of them.
Okay, I'm gonna take that to jump in front of Lazy.
Okay. Okay.
So
And
Um,
take the
so-
damage.
Everyone takes 12 force damage.
does he come after me instead of someone else?
He doesn't. You're so far away.
Rat.
It's so small.
But so annoying.
But so annoying. And that's his turn. Daisy, it's your turn.
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
does Key take the
Key,
points of
Yeah.
Key
damage
takes
instead
damage.
of Lazy?
Yes.
Instead of Lazy.
Gotcha. Okay, I just double checked.
So these fire spears are coming right at, and then all of a sudden, Key just shows up right in front of Lazy and winds up taking the fire.
Daisy, like, Key coming out of nowhere, like, oh my god, hi, thanks. That was very nice of you. And the 2, Daisy and Lazy, are gonna, Daisy's really excited. We get to be duets again, and they're gonna each cast Dissonant Whispers at 4th level on this bastard. So he's gonna need to
Nice.
make 2 Wisdom saving throws.
Ooh.
Okay, the first one was a 17,
Okay.
and the second one was a 15.
They both fail unless you're gonna
They
use a resistance.
Both fail. I'll use his last legendary resistance. He has 4. So yes, I'll use the last one for that.
Okay.
For one of them.
Okay, for one of them. All right, so one of them is full. So that's going to be 31 psychic damage from Daisy's. And then the second
Nice.
one is going to be at half, and that's going to be 9 psychic damage from Lazy's. And let me just double check nothing else happens. Oh, there's some more things that happen. Okay, so on a failed, you must immediately use your reaction if available to move as far as your speed allows away from Daisy.
Uh-oh.
Gosh.
Before that happens, he actually, like, one of his eyes winces closed due to the dissonant whispers, and he actually fumbles in the sky and comes back down to the ground. He is swaying on his feet and looks very close to death. He does not move as far away as he can because he simply can't. Idovan, it is your turn.
Idovan is so upset that he ran away from me, but I have so much movement. I have 60 feet of movement, so I'll move, and then I'll spend a key point to dash so that I can get back into his face, because you said he's on ground now, right?
Yes, he on ground.
Excellent. So I just rolled my 3 attacks with my attack action with my arms because I'm so upset. My first attack is a natural 1 because Idovan got really excited to see
No,
that
no, it's
Lazy
not.
is
No,
back.
it's not.
Oh,
You reroll once.
Oh,
Reroll.
okay.
when you're near Boxy.
Is that near enough to Boxy?
Within 30
Yeah.
feet.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll try again.
Woo!
You're 25 feet
Halfling!
away.
Oh, I rolled a 2, so no. Bad.
Oh.
Idovan is so overcome with joy at seeing Lazy back again that first hit just goes very wide. However, the next 2 hits are a 24 and a 29, which I do assume hit.
Yes, they do.
Okay. And those were using my advantage from hitting. So the first attack is gonna do 12 plus 16 damage. And the second hit, and this is all force damage. The second
Wonderful.
hit is gonna do 9 plus 11 damage.
Okay.
On the second hit, is this dragon still standing?
He is still standing.
Okay, after all this time picking up the pieces, all right.
Yep.
I need him to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 19. Let's try to stun him again.
Nope.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
worth a try.
he's got a plus 18 for con.
It's worth a
That's
try.
right.
I think that's all I could do because it took my bonus action to get there. Yeah, so I punch him, and then I'll just snout to snout go, and now you die, okay? I'm done.
And snout to snout, his eyeball is as big as your body, and they glow with molten gold. Everything is just gold and fire in those eyes, and you see the light fade, and he goes awfully still.
Yay, we won! Look! I punched him, you did all sorts of stuff, we killed him, yay!
You got it.
I would like to, because Idovan doesn't know what I think Lauren thinks is about to happen, but Idovan would like to climb on top of this dragon and immediately head towards that space between the 2 wings so that he can do a happy dance.
Absolutely. And he does that. He's just tromping all over this guy's fallen form.
You are so nasty! You are so nasty! You killed our friend and it took our god to bring her back.
And then beneath him, he begins to shake. His form begins to almost break apart between the scales. He becomes bigger. He becomes more. He becomes covered with magma, covered with lava.
Uh-oh.
And you are on his back still. And he laughs.
Idovan will stay on his back. He is slightly concerned, but
Okay. So now we are still going. Boxy, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to cast. I'm just going to grab my holy symbol, which
Yes.
is like a little necklace, and it's got a turkey leg, like that you get at Disneyland. That's like
yeah.
the holy symbol for Astana. And she's just gonna grab it and just be like, okay, this isn't good. We're going to need a plan. And I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Because I'm very hurt, but I'm concerned about everybody else as well. So all of us, I think, well, shoot, I thought it was within 60 feet of me. It's within 30 feet. Okay, so
I mean, don't worry about me. Idovan's fine. Idovan's fine.
You can move first.
Yeah, he is. I can't get a hit off on Idovan.
I am gonna move because I don't really want to be right here. And then does that put, yes, okay. And then that would be everybody except for Idovan will take 5d8 plus 3 healing is
Wonderful.
12, 13, 14, 15, 23, 25, 28 points of healing.
Ooh.
Isn't awful. Belle, here's a DM question for you. My little spiritual Edavon, who was attached to his ear, did it fly with him or did it stay back?
I'll
where
say
he-
yes. Given the nature
yes.
of your spiritual weapon, I would say yes. It's still clinging on. Like,
All right. Then I am going to use my bonus action to try and hit with that bad boy. 16, 19 plus 9, 28.
You have hit with spiritual weapon.
What? Fantastic. It's guiding bolt that I haven't hit with. I have hit with the spiritual weapon before.
Okay.
But you know
I thought
what?
we were rooting for spiritual weapon. Okay.
We're rooting for any hits, actually.
Yeah, why not
So
both?
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
take it.
Yes.
So that is 3d8 plus 3 damage.
Nice.
And I rolled very close to max. 17, 20 points of spiritual damage, of turkey leg Idavon chaos damage.
Wonderful. There's a
and-
glowing Idovan just latching on and just scrabbling and scratching at this dragon.
And that's what I can do. That was
Okay.
a very effective turn. I'm happy with that.
Foxy, your
wonderful.
spiritual Idovan is everything I aspire to be.
He's only half as good as you, Idavon.
I love you so
Fuck him
much.
up.
Oh, wait, I should hold on. Ah.
Sassafras, that's your turn.
Okay. Sassafras is gonna see this big, horrible, molten dragon. No, this is taking a turn for the worst. I'm not overly fond of this situation right now. And she is going to cast at 5th level Conjure Volley. So the I am going to cast that. It is a 40-foot radius, 20-foot high cylinder. So I believe I can get that and not injure my prey. Around is big. So that'll go somewhere behind him.
Okay.
And he needs to take a dexterity saving throw. His the DC is 19.
Okay. He's going to legendary resistance.
Oh no.
All right. He is choosing to save then half of
Yes, he's choosing to
27 is
Okay.
13. So now
13.
he is going to take 13 points of just piercing damage, as it appears as if a huge swarm of dive bombing little bats are going to go right for his face. And oh, that did not do well as hoped for the most powerful spell that I currently have. That was rather disappointing. And she is going to just scamper with her little bit of movement behind the plinth there. Just put
Okay.
a little bit more distance between her and the molten dragon. And yeah, that will conclude her turn for a
Great.
actually as a
have
bonus
an
action she will hide.
Okay, great. As far as sky puppies versus great worm, it is your sky puppies are doing a really good job. Key, it's your turn.
Okay, so Key is going to move all the way to the dragon, stopping for a second in front of her wife. And he's gonna kiss her on the head and he's gonna say, I'm sorry for the stupid shit I'm gonna do.
Oh.
And I don't know, like, okay. I'm 10 feet away.
If I smack her on the ass, can I move her that extra 10 feet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Thank you.
yes.
Okay,
Now
let's get
that is
to-
real love right there.
And I'm gonna pull the second sword and use my bonus action to ritual that sword also. And I'm gonna look at the dragon. It's gonna tell him in Draconic, "You're uglier than before." And I'm gonna attack it 2 times. So let's see how it goes. Oh gosh.
I'm so happy you are here.
A shame.
So the first attack is a 24, so it hits.
Yes.
With the second one, I'm going to spend my inspiration on the D4. So it's 21.
Okay.
That's not enough. Okay, so the one that hits. Oh gosh, this is so bad. So it's 12 points of damage.
Okay.
I drop a die.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
As you hit him, it's almost like chunks come off, like he's got this plating, this molten plating that when you hit, it chips away from him. And he seems made of pure energy within, and it's a chaotic energy. It almost doesn't seem like he is well put together in this second form. And you can see that you're chipping away at him. You're chipping away, and things are happening. And now it is his turn.
Before it's a Chardalon's turn,
Yes.
thank you to our very own player here, Jacqueline, who just bumped us to the $700 mark. We are having another giveaway. You can hit !raffle. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jack, you can totally correct me. I don't know if Belle is doing it. Belle, you might not be doing it. I think $50 or above gets everybody a insta short rest. Was that something that was happening?
That was something that we discussed on the DM table, on the DM channel, and I said yes to that. So, yes, everyone
short
may
rest.
get a short rest.
Jacqueline is the best. Hit !raffle. Okay, now it's a Chardalon's turn. Sorry.
No, that's wonderful.
Okay.
For real, we get a short rest?
For real.
Wait till we can hit that now, or should we wait until a
Yeah,
specific?
insta.
Hit that now.
Do you
It
have
just
a,
happens.
Do you have a limit to how many hit die we can expend to heal ourselves with?
Short rest would be half your hit die pool, I would think.
Okay, we can use up
Say
to
that.
half. You're
Up
saying.
to half, yes. Up to
Gotcha.
half is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You all are strong, but I am beyond strength. I am the end. Lay down your arms, or I will lay them down for you.
These arms never go down.
Sorry, I don't take orders from men.
Spiritual Idavon just winks at normal Idavon.
And he does another wing attack. So Idovan, Key, let's see. Oh, and that's it actually. Idovan and Key, please make dexterity saving throws. Ooh, you're muted, Lauren.
I failed, but I got all my key points back from that short rest.
You sure did.
But I think I can spend a key point to reroll that. Yeah. Let me try that again.
Oh yeah.
Mine is a
Second first.
26.
Perfect. You succeed.
Thanks to our bless, I got a 27.
You succeed. So neither of you take damage, but he does get 30 feet up into the air. And
But I'm on his back.
you are on his back. So Key and
Sentinel.
Idovan, you can do opportunity attacks.
I'm gonna sentinel him.
I will hold on to mine because I'm holding on to him, so I won't attack him. But
Okay.
Okay, so let's hope it hits. Oh, that hits. Is it 31 to hit?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So his speed is 0, so he shouldn't be able to move. I don't know. Like, it's big. I know it's not. So it's 10 points of damage and sentinel. So
Okay.
it's DM's choice because like that's so big. I'm so small. I don't know if I can stop him.
Right. He is colossal sized. So I'm gonna say no.
oh,
But-
Dark is so awesome and colossal
Okay.
yourself.
Key Dark is awesome and colossal. Yes. I'm not gonna take that away from you. No, his speed is 0.
Right.
So, so then he won't go up 30 feet into the air, and he stays on the ground. But I will use a legendary action. Everyone within a 60-foot radius, which will include Boxy and Lazy and Daisy. Please roll a dexterity saving throw for me. Go ahead and say
26.
26.
7.
28 and 26.
Oh my gosh. Well, good job for them. Okay, so anyone below a 26 takes 22 points of fire damage.
Owie.
As
That-
once again he just like releases this solar flare, like nova that just erupts from within him, and it's just, you feel like you've walked into a forge itself.
Is that 26 and lower, or is that lower than 26? 'Cause-
It's lower than 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good.
All right, and that's
Just as I
that's
like-
his turn.
As I like sunburn peel a piece of like post sunburn peel a piece of my skin off, I'm just gonna say, still not as hot as my wife.
Inspiration.
I love it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Daisy, your turn.
Okay, Daisy and Lazy are gonna come up next to Boxy. I think that's Boxy there. Yeah, Boxy. Okay, so they're gonna each give Boxy and Idovan a Bardic Inspiration die, 1d12.
Wonderful.
So I think everyone has one right now, so use it.
I spent one. I
Yeah,
spent
Oh,
one.
okay.
Use
You spent.
hers.
All right. So everyone but Key has one at the moment. And then they're each gonna do the same thing they did last time, and they're gonna do a Dissonant Whispers at 4th level.
Very nice.
So I need you to make me a Wisdom saving throw. 2 of them.
Okay.
please.
One of them is going to be a legendary resistance,
That's fine. Use them up.
and that that is a very poor roll. That's a 16.
Okay, so one of them passes and one of them fails.
Right.
So 21 damage on the one that passes, and You must immediately use your reaction if available to move as far as your speed allows away from me.
Except
But his speed is 0 due to Key Dark, so that does not happen.
And then the second Dissonant Whispers is going to be 9 psychic damage.
Okay. 9.
So 30 in total.
Great.
And that's my turn.
Great. Excellent. Edovan. Oop, you're muted.
Edovan is going to scramble down the neck of this creature so that he gets a little bit closer to Key Dark and also a little bit closer to the eye of this giant arsehole, and is going to, on like grabbing with all 4 claws, let out what for Edovan is a very fearsome roar, as he's going to which is his draconic roar, which I'm sure on top of this gargantuan creature is less than impressive, except now that he's within 10 feet of Key Dark, that means he's going to be able to use his actual feature, which means until the end of my next turn, both I and my allies have advantage on attack rolls against this creature.
Oh, yeah.
And so that, and then I'm going to unleash all my arms at
All
advantage.
your arms.
All my arms at advantage. So
Yes.
arm number 1. Oh yeah, that's a 30 to hit. Arm number 2. That one I might need a D4 on. 24 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Awesome. Arm number 3. Yeah, it's also that's 23 to hit. Actually, let me double check.
23 does, yes.
Awesome. Okay, so first arm does a total of 23 damage. Second arm does a total of 17 to 17, 32 damage. And final arm does a total of 20 damage. All of that was force.
Wonderful. 75 damage. Beautiful.
What? That was my bonus action. I mean, sure, it's a different kind of creature now. I'll spend another key point. Give me a Constitution saving throw, DC 19.
Heck. And his con is still plus 18, so he will.
I'm hoping for that natural one if it's gonna
Yeah.
happen. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just wailing away
try
on
it.
his head. I think that's all I can.
He's like the eye that you're near. He's just flinching and just trying to pull his head away from you. But on the other side is the spiritual weapon, and so he's just kind of starting to toss his head back and forth. And
You just look even worse. Stop this. Yeah, I'm trying to take over the world and you can't even get me off of your back. Ah! That's my turn.
beautiful, Boxy.
Gosh, that's me. Okay. I am, since everybody is looking miraculously healed.
They are, and you are just
going-
glowing.
Beyonce hair fan is just showed up out of nowhere. I don't even know what that's about. I'm gonna, oh gosh, I have to do a guiding bolt because
All right.
I've got advantage right now. I've got your inspiration, my D4 plus Daisy's inspiration. Like if
Do
I can't get
it.
it done under this,
Oh.
there's no conditions under which this is. I'm rolling 5 dice to get
Oh,
this
yes.
done. Okay. Oh God. 10.
You got this.
22 exactly.
22 hits.
Yeah.
22 hits. Goes
I
to the
rolled
attacker.
So low. That is
Absolutely.
my first guiding bolt that has ever hit as a cleric. This is
You
epic.
saw it
Okay.
here. Only a book by night.
That is so how
You
many
guys are so epic.
frickin' that's a lot of what is even 10d6? I don't even have that I'm just rolling it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
That's a lot. 29 points of damage.
Wonderful.
And then for my bonus action, I would like to... Idovon, all of our attacks are made at advantage?
Yes.
Or just
any-
the first attack?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
Then for my bonus action, I will use a little spiritual Idovon to keep on like on his ear as though it was like a Slim Jim, you know, just like really like, you know,
Just really snapping
just
into
really
it.
getting it. Okay, so let's see. That is much higher. 17 plus 9 plus 1. Oh yeah, that'll 27.
Oh,
to
yeah.
hit. That'll do.
Oh, yeah.
That'll do. Okay. 3d8 plus 3 is 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 more points of damage.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that was 46 damage.
46
Nice.
damage. Not
Yeah,
bad
nice.
from a cleric. Come on.
Yeah. And he is glowing. He's at super advantage, if that's even possible, from your guiding bolts. And then we're at the top of the line. Sassafras, top of the order.
All right.
He is
Sassafras
just being so harangued. You have such advantage.
beautiful. So we are going to take the first shot at sharpshooter. So this one will be.
Oh gosh.
Oh, and I have my D4 as well. So the first one, 18 plus 9, that hits.
Oh,
so okay. So we first have our we have the damage from our hailthorns. So more torrential rain of bats, and so he will take 28 plus 15 points of damage. What is that? 43? Is that how math works? and then
Bat?
oh, you know what? Just for fun, we're gonna have a bat damage. Bat. And then he is going to take an additional 7 points of bat damage.
Okay, that's a round 50.
My sweet little sky puppy is gonna dive bomb him, and then I think we're just gonna attack him again.
Oh, yeah, right again.
And so once more we are. Ooh, that would be a natural 20 one more time.
Woohoo!
So that will be
Oh my gosh.
40 points of 40 plus 13, so that'll be 53 plus 8,
my goodness.
so that is 61, is that how math works? Before
Yes.
I roll.
62. Oh, no, 61. You're right. You're right.
61 before I roll, and then
Oh my
we
God.
that's the D12. That's not how math works this mission. Okay, so now we're going to do the actual rolling for the damage in addition to that will be another 27 points of damage.
That is
That's
88 points of damage. A fat
88
88.
points. And 80 of that was bat damage. 80 of that came from my little whirlwind of
And
silly
every
little squeakins.
yeah, it's just bats, and Idovon and just bats. And every little attack, they're chipping away. It's just it looks like his armor is just being plucked off of him. And he's looking really, really rough. Like really rough. Key, it is your turn.
Okay. See, he looks really rough. I'm just gonna try to hit him. So attack 1. And it's a natural 18 plus 14. It hits. So, 12, 15. Plus
Yes.
5 was 23 for the first one.
Okay.
The second one doesn't hit.
Okay.
Even with advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 7. Oh no, 7 plus 14, 22. It hits.
Yeah, that does hit.
Oh gosh. So that's 22 points of damage for the second one.
Wonderful.
And the third one doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit.
Definitely
Okay.
doesn't hit. I'm just
Hey.
like chopping pieces of the guy off.
Yeah, and for 45 damage, yeah, you are chopping at just right at his neck area, and every sweep of your sword, it opens up a new gash, and fire is like licking out of these wounds. You can feel the heat starting to just escape him. And however, it is his turn, and with this kind of lurching he's trying to pull it out of himself, but he does release a bout of flame. Let's see how far that goes. So that would include, I don't think it would include Idovan because Idovan is on him, but it's ridiculous, you guys. It's like a 300-foot cone. So that does include everyone. So if I could get, except for Idovan, so if I could get Dex check from all those folk.
I have a question.
Yes.
Well, I don't think it can happen, but just for flavor. Could I teleport to my wife and cover her from the fire?
Yeah, you could use your reaction to do that.
Okay.
Can
It's a dex
I?
save.
Oh,
Do we all get that option to do,
You
or is
all
it one
get that.
person?
Protective bond is anybody can use their reaction to teleport to somebody who is within 60 feet of them and soak up the damage.
So would we still make the saving throw, or is it just all right? We're gonna take the damage.
Or we
You
can
take
pull
the
damage.
damage for them.
Okay, yeah, I will do that for lazy.
okay.
Yeah, because Lazy failed that.
And Sassafras?
31. But
31.
Sassafras is going to use. Sassafras is still going to use her reaction to choose to be resistant for the next turn, and she is going to teleport. When she takes the damage, her bats are going to swarm in a cloud, and she's going to teleport 30 feet. Behind the other cone, because I like it.
Okay.
I'll go over there. She's just gonna.
Okay. Wonderful. So that means anyone who automatically takes the damage or anyone who fails a 26 dexterity save throw. Oh, I don't know what happened there.
You got a little robot-y, but you're still here.
Yeah, you're with us. Belle? Yeah, 1 second. Oh, thanks, sweetie, because I rolled a 7.
Oh no more damage for you. Like
Oh,
no.
Oh,
No, I'm confused.
oh.
Power of love.
So after this, we're getting shawarma, just while we're waiting for these like royals of fire to come over us. We're gonna like shawarma. Is that the plan after this? All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agreed.
my headset died. Okay. If it'll go wrong, it will, right? Yes, those people will take 78 points of damage from this gout of flame. Sassafras doesn't take any. Oh, Audubon? Yes?
So two quick questions. I've taken the damage, but because I have evasion,
Right.
do I still take half damage?
You would take half damage.
Okay, so you said how much was that? 76 was the total?
78. Yep.
78. And then I'm also going to use my reaction to reduce that damage again by deflecting some of that energy. So I'll do that roll in a second because I have to do math because half
That's
of
amazing.
78
Oh,
is 30,
Is
36.
36. Okay, and then I get to roll 1d10 plus plus 5.
39, yeah.
I'm gonna reduce that by another 7, so 29
Okay.
will be the total I will take.
Okay.
And if we passed, is it a save or suck?
Would,
Like if we
passed-
passed, do we get hit with any of that, like half of it, or no?
yeah, you take half. You would take
Okay, so you hit 39 or something.
39 points of damage, yes.
I look back at Daisy and Lazy and give you 4 thumbs up, like, huh? Huh?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay. And then it's Daisy's turn.
All right, we're gonna go for a big turn this time. So we're gonna start off with a chain lightning from Lazy.
Wonderful.
At 6th level. So will you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
That's natural 1. That's
So
natural 1. The first one I've rolled. The only one I've rolled tonight. Go for it.
legendary resistance, you can still use it. I don't want to.
You know what? We've got 5 minutes. Let's do this.
Okay, I'm hoping. Yeah, okay. So, that's 56 lightning damage.
Yeah.
And then Daisy is going to follow that up, hoping that this was enough to get below, and he's going to cast Power Word Stun. And if it is less than 150 hit points, it is stunned.
That's amazing. And he is well below 0 with that.
Oh!
And he didn't even get to move from his spot. But after this lightning comes down from the astral sea, it strikes straight into his back. Idovan, you get thrown off of this dragon.
I'm
you
long gone. I teleported,
Yep,
remember?
never mind. You guys moved already. Yep. You guys moved.
I'm cheering on
So
Daisy and
you
Lazy
are-
as they cast this lightning. I'm just like, yes! Oh, it's awesome!
Yeah. So, all 5 of you. Oh no, not Sassafras. All 5 of you, including Daisy and Lazy. You get pushed back 10 feet as he cools down into himself before just exploding into this huge heat bomb. You feel just your eyebrows get singed. You feel your hair get singed. Everything gets singed except for Audubon.
Oh, my robe!
Thousands of your robe. Thousands of silver strings leave his body, and he just deforms into this pile of rocks, lava-like rocks. However, as this happens, the ground begins to shake beneath you, and it feels like this place is starting to destabilize.
Can I take my turn? I think I was maybe next. Maybe I'm cutting Idavon off.
Yes.
I
Oh,
want to
well-
use my spell to summon a planar ally to grab the stone that we can take back to Queen Alagondar.
The stone, unfortunately, it went into the lava with him and was the key component to allow this to happen.
Then can I get the planar ally to take a couple of his teeth so that we can take those back to her instead?
Oh yeah. And there's
And also,
Yep.
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And also, I do have planar shift as a spell, so we can round it up. Let's go.
Heck yeah.
Idovan
So that-
has pulled out a blue jug from his bag and is at mayonnaise. All right, are we going to just cook up this whole... Why is everybody getting ready to go? What's going on?
The roof is caving in on us, darling. It's time to
Oh.
get on the road.
All right, barbecue for later then?
Absolutely. Do you want to take a chunk? Do that
Oh,
quickly.
I think your planar ally did, and you talked
Okay,
about
okay.
the shawarma thing. You always say shawarma after these things, so we'll have to try
Yes.
that.
It's so good.
So you begin to form a portal and start to create the planar shift that will lead you out of this. The door opens before you back to the material plane, and it's unfortunate, but you see Mount Hotanau exploding, erupting, due to the what has taken place just on the other side in the astral plane. Neverwinter, the air is filling with ash and smoke. You succeeded in keeping this great worm from setting loose into the world. A volcano erupting might not be the worst thing that was the result of this, but you do see Mount Hotanau exploding, and all of you hurry through the portal, hurry back to Neverwinter, trying to help the folk that are still in need, and you will be celebrated as the heroes you rightly are. And congratulations, everyone. You defeated a Shardalon, the Great Worm.
Can I go? Do I need to go punch the volcano in the face? Do
Yes.
volcanoes have faces?
You could make one, I'm sure, and then punch it.
Okay.
Yes.
That is what I will go do to save the city of Neverwinter. And then shawarma!
Yes, and then shawarma.
I'll make a
Because, you know,
reservation.
the city's got to, yeah.
Perfect.
I knew the shawarma. Okay. Good job, everyone. Everyone did so good. I hope you all
Mel, you
had
did
fun.
such a good job. Thank you,
You
for
were
DMing,
awesome.
Mel. This is amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you
DM.
guys. Thank you so much. And we'll do some quick goodbyes, and we'll start with Jacqueline.
Oh my goodness. I'll be really quick. Hi, I'm Jacqueline, she, her. Tonight I got to play my Herringon bard Daisy and his simulacrum best friend in the world, Lazy. You can find my link tree in the chat /is All my socials are there. If you want to see me play some RP, I'm here on BBN Tuesday nights and Friday nights playing wacky characters with some of the people here at this table. And stick around because I'm going to be taking over in the DM's chair in just a few minutes.
Jackie, you just won the dice sheath.
And I won another thing! Oh my god, I have to stop
that's
this. This is so exciting.
great.
That's amazing.
Okay, that's wonderful. Lauren.
I'm Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find me on Twitter as OboLauren. I'm the content coordinator for Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Yay! You can find all the stuff that I'm doing on Twitter, but the most important thing is tomorrow I'm going to be appearing as my Dragonborn cleric, Orkira, on Idle Champions Presents Court of the Raven Queen. Otherwise, it's been such an amazing experience to play with all of you, and thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming, Lauren. You've been just a pleasure. You've been a delight.
I've only been following in all of your footsteps.
Lisa, how was your first live stream?
This was so exciting, everybody. I am Lisa. I've been playing Sassafras, your gnome swarm keeper ranger. You can find me on social media at Lisa Kisa DM.
Wonderful. Najra?
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I'm a professional cosmaker, so if you're planning to do any cosplays or want cool gear, shoot me a message. My social media is in the chat. And thank you for being here and donating. And thanks for my wife. It's my DM on Sundays, so come to see us play on Sundays. Different characters, a lot of love.
I love the relationship and the wifey, Boxy, Sarah.
Hi, everybody. I am Sarah. You can usually find me here on Vancouver by Night at this particular time because this is when we play Phandalin by Night, which is Sundays 2 to 4 Pacific, and we just have a super blast. You can also find me Tuesday nights playing Would-Be Heroes and Thursday nights on my channel doing Community Cleric, which is a talk show that highlights women in gaming. And Jackie is Jacqueline's my guest this week, so I'm super excited about that. Fangolin by Night is taking a 1-week hiatus next week. We're going to be back for an epic one-shot the week after. So come and see us on not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. And and thank you to Big Dad, who donated $50, getting us very close to our next level of thing. And thank you to Belle and to Lodame, who's behind the scenes, for all of the amazing production work that you've done.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all so much for all of your donations throughout the stream. Just like Jacqueline said, we're continuing on into another D&D one-shot coming up. She'll be DMing and I'll be playing. You can also catch me on other Vancouver by Night shows, such as Would Be Heroes on Tuesday nights and Rime of the Frostmaiden on Friday nights. And I've had a great time. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to my players so much. Thank you to Lodame for the production. And thank you to Vancouver by Night for hosting this. Thank you, everyone. Have fun and stick around for more of the stream. Bye.